Your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live on Wednesday, the 15th of October. Super excited to be here for part 11 of my 12 days of Christmas. I can't believe that the 12 days of Christmas is nearly over. So hopefully you have been enjoying this series, this 12 Days of Christmas series. So I've been thoroughly enjoying them, and it's been really getting me into the Christmas spirit, which has been really awesome. So hopefully it's helping you with your creativity and giving you some ideas for the festive season coming up. So today I'm actually going to use a really beautiful kit, and it is absolutely a stunning kit. And I created a card in my 12 Days of Christmas with the color scheme of this kit, because and how simple this kit is. So I wanted to showcase that, but I've got quite a few things to talk to you about today. I've got a few things that I want to show you, some sneak peeks of some stuff that I've got coming up. So that's super exciting. So I won't actually be live tomorrow because I have a class on tomorrow. So my last day of the 12 Days of Christmas will be this Friday morning. I'm not sure on the time yet, but I think it'll be Friday mornings, around this time, I think. But I will definitely keep an eye on. If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will get a notification when I actually schedule the video, so you'll know what time I'm going live. Hey, Bree, lovely to see you. So when you get the notification that I've gone live, please jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And I'm super excited, as I said, to be crafting with you here today. So I've got a few things of sneak peeks of things. So I've got a few things coming up. I've got a class this tomorrow, and I wanted to show you some sneak peeks of my creative card club, because a lot of people probably have no idea what my creative card club involves and how awesome it is to be a part of it. And even better when you're coming up to Christmas, because you get supplies to make 8 cards every month. So, and you've got heaps of supplies left over to create more projects with as well. So I was madly designing yesterday. So I apologize for not going live yesterday, but that was because I was madly designing my creative card club and my Scrap It With Me workshop for tomorrow's class. So I was under the pump and having to get them done, and I've got to write up the PDFs today. So as soon as I'm off here, I'll be heading to my computer laptop and sitting there and writing up the PDF tutorials. So every month I do some in-person classes, but those classes you can also get as a class by mail. So you can actually get it posted out to you, and you can attend the class, or you attend it in your own home at the comfort of the time that suits you, in the comfort of your own home with your own supplies around you. But it is super, super awesome. So Creative Card Club, in a nutshell, you get to create 8 beautiful cards. You get all of the supplies needed: cardstock, designer series paper, ribbon, embellishments, to be able to create those 8 cards. And you get a PDF tutorial printed up in your kit. So I don't send you a link of a PDF tutorial. I actually print the tutorial up for you. So when your kit arrives, you have all of the beautiful goodies in there that you're going to craft with, but you've also got your printed tutorial, which has got colored photos and step-by-step instructions of the cutting instructions, and also the assembly instructions as well. So this month we are doing the Beautiful Traditions of Christmas suite. So that is the suite that, and every month I concentrate on a suite or a certain bundle, and we create 8 beautiful cards. So I do 4 designs every month, and you create 2 of each of the designs. So I'm actually going to show you a sneak peek of them today. So if you're in my Creative Card Club and you don't want to wreck your surprise, because I know that a lot of people say to me with Creative Card Club, they love seeing that package arrive in their post box every month with all of the awesome projects. So how it works is you pay like a month in advance. So Creative Card Club for this month has already been paid for, and I've ordered the supplies, and then everything gets sent out at the last week of the month. So you pay by the 10th of the month, and then everything gets sent out by the last week of that month. So everyone would have paid by the 10th of October this month, and they would then receive their kit. I will pop them in the post the last week in October. My in-person class is always held on the third Thursday of the month. And the reason why I hold my in-person class before the kits get sent out is to double check that my PDF is right, because you don't know until someone starts recreating with the PDF whether you've made a mistake or not. So I absolutely love doing this every month. It is definitely the joy to my job, is creating these gorgeous creations. So as I said, this month we're using Christmas greenery. So I'm just going to pop the camera down and show you. We are using these two bundles for this month. So we're using the Christmas greenery bundle and the traditional labels bundle. Now, you don't get the bundles as a part of your Creative Card Club. You get all of the cardstock, all the designer series paper, the ribbon and the embellishments to be able to create them, but you will need to purchase your own Christmas greenery and traditional labels, or use something similar in your set. Nothing is die cut, everything, and it teaches you step by step how to create 4 gorgeous projects and be able to create a second lot as well. So what a lot of people do is they make one as their sample project. So they keep them, and then they make the second one to be able to give away to their friends and family. So if you're in my Creative Card Club and you don't want to see what you're making this week, and especially for the people that are coming tomorrow, if you don't want to see what you're making, please turn away and watch this video after tomorrow. Or if you're in my Creative Card Club, please don't watch this video until you're ready to get your kit, if you don't want the surprise ruined. So are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up or give me a yes in the comments if you would like to see the gorgeous projects that we will be creating. So for next month, we are actually going to be using the Traditions of Christmas suite next month. So I'm just going to pop the QR code up there for anyone that is interested in registering for next month. So if you register now, you will actually be able to receive the kit at the end of November. They will get sent out just in time for you to start Christmas crafting at the beginning of December. You will have some awesome projects to be able to craft and create with come the beginning of December. So, but we are going to be using, I can't make that any bigger, but we're going to be using why is that saying every day you and me? That is so not what that should be saying. Hang on, and I just, let's just edit that a little bit. It's supposed to be saying November modern Christmas Creative Card Club. There we go. That's what it should be saying. I was just looking at what that QR code said there on the screen, and I was like, oh my Lord, that is so not what it should be saying. So we actually are going to be using the Modern Christmas Suite in November, but for this month, we are actually using the Traditions of Christmas Suite. Now I'm going to show you some, everyone say, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. Okay, so it's going to be a quick sneak peek because I just want to show you some awesome things. So you actually have seen this one that we're creating because we did that in a video. So we actually did that in a video. So we are actually doing that as part of our Creative Card Club this month. Okay, so you've all already seen that one. So I've made some beautiful ones, and it's the traditional colors. So we've got this one. It's a nice fun fold. There we go. I told you it's going to be a quick sneak peek, so don't take your eyes off the camera. And here we are. We're going to do this one. So another cute, it's a gift card holder. And something a little bit different because you always know me. And there's another one, and that one says "'Tis the season." So that is the 4th project. So people are going to make 2 of each of those cards, and you get a quarter pack of the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper. You get cardstock to make the 8 cards. You get a length of ribbon, and you get a pack of these gorgeous sparkly sequins and you get a whole pack of those in your kit. Now, if you want to jump in, if you want to do the Traditions of Christmas, you can actually do it, but it won't work on your subscription because the subscription is a timely manner. So if you subscribe now, you'll be in for the the Modern Christmas Suite for November. So you can scan that QR code there, or you can use the link in the description down below. But if you want to get in on that Traditions of Christmas that I've just showed you, you can actually do a direct deposit into my account for this month, and I will order the products and get them sent out to you by the end of the month. But you would need to do that quick smart, like before the end of this week, to be able to get in with the Traditions of Christmas one. Now, the next thing that I wanted to show you is, of course, I've got my 2-day Christmas craft retreat that is coming up. Now, registration for in-person is definitely closing as of tomorrow. So if you actually want to get in on the 2-day Christmas craft retreat, as of tomorrow, registration at 11 p.m. tomorrow night, registration will be closing. So this is totally your last chance if you want to attend in person. And the reason being, so that I can actually get the product here in time. So if you're interested in the 2-day Christmas craft retreat, please make sure you register now. I'm going to show you a sneak peek. Would you like a sneak peek of that as well? Now, I've got 4 of the projects that we're going to be doing. So I can see, I think, Leslie, you were on here. Leslie, if you don't want to wreck your surprise, please turn away. Don't look, because I'm about to show you 4 of the gorgeous projects that we will be doing. And it's the 1st and 2nd of November. So if you want to attend in person, 1st and 2nd of November, I will leave the Retreat in a Box registration open until the 1st and the 2nd of November. I will leave that registration open for people if they want to get a Retreat in a Box, because I send the Retreat in a Box out the week after the retreat is over. So if you actually want to register for a Retreat in a Box, I'm going to edit the registration after Friday. The in-person will be closed. But the Retreat in a Box will definitely be still available up until the 1st and the 2nd of November. So probably until the 2nd of November. Now, I want to show you a quick sneak peek. Everyone's saying, yes, please, yes, please. Now, remember, it's going to be quick because I don't want to ruin the surprise for too many people. So we're going to do a quick sneak peek. Okay, so this is one quick sneak peek. This one here. It is beautiful. It is black and it is gold and it is so beautiful. So that's one project. You actually probably seen me do this one in a video. That's another project. Super, super cute. Look at all that awesomeness. Okay. Here's another project. This one is gorgeous. I just have to say, I had to use pink. I had to do a bit of different color. And it folds out like that. Really super cute. Okay. And then this is the star of the show, and pardon the pun, it is definitely the star of the show. We are going to do a gorgeous Christmas ornament. There you go. That was a quick sneak peek. I told you it was going to be quick. So if you think that you definitely want to get in on that 2-day Christmas craft retreat, you can scan that QR code there on the screen, or you can use the link in the description down below. If you do not live locally to me, get a Retreat in a Box, people. Like, you get everything in the box. You get the stamp and the die set. So you're going to get the ornamental Christmas stamp and die set. You're going to get a half pack of the designer series paper. You're going to get 2 gold foil sheets. You're going to get some gold rings. You're going to get these gorgeous gold shakers. You're going to get those. And you're also going to get the twine. I don't know whether, the black one's here. You're going to get the black and the white and gold twine. You're going to get all the cardstock needed to do the 8 projects. So there's 4 other projects that I haven't showed you. I've just showed you those 4. I will show you the projects after the retreat is finished. But I'm telling you, it is so awesome to be able to do the 2-day Christmas retreat because, as I said, you get the stamp and die set, you get the designer series paper, you get the embellishments, you get the twine, you get the cardstock to make the 8 projects, you get a PDF tutorial printed up in color with photos and everything, with step-by-step cutting and assemble instructions. So if you want to be a part of that, as I said, in person, I've still got spaces left for in person, but it will be closing tomorrow night. So if you're watching this now, that will be Wednesday, not tomorrow night. It'll be closing Friday night. So Friday, the 17th of October, it will be closing. Okay. So, but in person, in a box will be closing the 2nd of November. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, of course, if you're looking for a great crafty present for your crafty friends, I have heaps of shirt designs over on my Etsy store. I also have some other trinkety type of things. I've got ornaments, I've got coffee mugs, I've got so many different things over there, and I've also got other things as well. So I've got cruise shirts, I've got funny chicken humor shirts, I've got some great Christmas shirts. So if you're looking for an awesome Christmas family outfit, you know, the pajama tops where everyone wears the matching shirts, I've got heaps of those over there. So if you actually want to check out my store, if you're someone that is into Halloween and you want to get some Halloween gear, it's not too late for Halloween. If you're living in the US, probably if you're living in Australia, it might be a little bit too late. You may not get it in time, but I've got Halloween things over there, matching outfits, great fun Halloween things. So you can scan that QR code there to head over to my Etsy store and check out what I have available. That's about it, I think, as far as I do the 2-day scrapbook, sorry, the monthly scrapbooking workshop kits as well. So if you're interested in that, and I will be starting to do a Saturday come and craft with a kit with me day. So I will be starting to do that very, very soon. All right. So today, what I want to do is I'm going to pop the camera down. So this was the card that inspired me from this kit. Now, this is the card that I made the other day, like maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. This was inspired from this kit. So I wanted to show you that this was, the color scheme was inspired, and the simplicity of the cards was inspired by this. So I'm actually going to show you this awesome kit. This is a brand new kit. It's called Calm and Bright Kit, and it's brand new over on my website. Now, our kits, you cannot buy... you cannot see the kits in a catalog. You can only see them online. So if you want to see what kits we have available, please just go to my online store and you can see the shopping link down below. Now, the beauty of these kits is we get everything in these kits to be able to create these gorgeous cards. Now, look at these. Are they not just stunning? When I seen that this kit was going to get released, I was like, that is definitely on my wish list. So as soon as it was released, I decided that I was going to purchase it. Now, the beauty, as I said, of our kits are that we have everything all included. We also have the instructions to how to assemble. And the beauty of it is we also get even the adhesives and things that we need to be able to recreate these projects. So I wanted to showcase this kit. If I can get it out of the bag. It doesn't want to play nice with me today. It wants to stay in there. Okay, so everything is all inclusive. So if you're brand new to starting and you think brand new to crafting and you want to get started, you can physically, this shows you what the stamp set is. So it has All is Calm, All is Bright, Merry Christmas, Sending Joy from Our House to Yours. And you can also get them in different languages as well. So depending on what language you want, so you can actually get it in different languages. But it is called the Calm and Bright. Now, in every kit, you get this instruction sheet. It shows you the finished projects. Now, I'm so bad with following instructions, but it shows you the finished project on the front. It then shows you step-by-step instructions how to create these gorgeous cards in the instructions. So we are going to try and follow the instructions because you know me, I like to be able to look at something and go, oh yeah, that's how they did it, and just do it from looking at it. So let's pop that there so we can see it. Okay, so we've got the stamp set, we've got the little ink pad. You also get a clear block, which is fantastic. You get a clear block to use. Okay, so as I said, if you're brand new to crafting, kits are definitely the way to go. And the beauty of kits is you can start to build up some of your craft supplies straight away. As I said, with the little ink spots and with the clear blocks that come in the kits, you can actually start to get a few supplies that you will have then and be able to use, because a clear block you'll be able to use with other stamp sets time and time again. And the beauty of it is too, once you've actually finished with the kit, you can then go and recreate other cards and things using the stamp set from the kit as well. So we have 1, 2, 3 of those. So what I like to do is I like to assemble everything that needs to be in what group. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Which one does that go for? Oh, that one goes to the joy. That one there, I think. Okay. I don't know. I think it goes there like that. So let's see. We've got envelopes. And the envelopes are like a little bit like basic beige. And look inside. Look at the spots in there. Cheryl, I've never used the kits before, but I've bought 3 different ones and cannot wait to open them. So you've never been used kits before. I can tell you our kits are getting nicer and nicer. Every time we get a kit, they're getting more and more beautiful every time we get a kit. So these are 3 card bases there. We've got 3 card bases. No, we've got 6 card bases here. They're all the same. No different. So 6 card bases there and some there. We've got these. So what I actually like to do is I like to punch out everything in a kit. Type into the comments, what do you do when you get a kit? For the people that use kits, what do you do when you get a kit? Do you punch out all the things or do you leave them all in? What do you do? I like to punch out everything and put everything in piles. Everything that is similar, I like to put in piles. So then when I go to decorate, I can just go to the pile and I can go, I need that holly leaf, I need that flower, and I can go ahead and do everything. So they're all die cut, ready to go, printed and die cut, ready to go. So it makes crafting very, very easy when you have things like this. So I like to just punch everything out, ready to go. So tell me in the comments, what do you like to do? Oh. And sometimes you just got to be a little bit careful when you're punching them out to make sure you don't tear them, because sometimes they're kept in there quite snug. Okay, so I'm going to put all my flowers together. I'm going to put all the little Christmas trees together. So do you take them out as you need them, or do you actually punch them all out like I'm doing and put them all in a pile? There's so many in this. I've got that, and then I've got some really cute things over in this next one. The color scheme for this, I think, is absolutely stunning. So I think it looks like it's Lost Lagoon. To me, I mean, it looks like Lost Lagoon half strength, and it looks like Pretty in Pink and then Pretty in Pink half strength. I think that's the type of coloring like that happens. And now we've got these gorgeous ornaments. Look at these. So be really careful with these ornaments because they're quite fine and delicate. So we've got 3 of those. So we'll pull those out. Okay. And I'm sort of trying to put them where I think they should be going. Like this one is over here. I feel like that is this one. I'm not real sure whether it is or it isn't, but I feel like all the houses are going to go over there. These look like they're going to go. Some people like to keep the sentiment pieces in place. The last one we did for card making day, I set up, to take it as you needed it. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know where those bits are going to go, but anyway, we're going to get them out. These ones are so, and I just tore that one. So see, you got to be careful. I'll have one less by the looks, but anyway, we can hope we had some spares. Oh, they're so fine. Okay. Doesn't help that I'm trying to be quicker because I'm on a video as well. There. Some little moose. Or are they deer? Moose or deer? They're deer. They're not moose. They're deer. Okay, let's get these. Oh, these ones are hard to get out. That's the way. Run your finger along the bottom of them and get them to pop out a fair bit before you pull it out. So I did wreck one of them. That one. Okay. That's all done. I'm going to pull that one out anyway, the one that I did ruin. I may be able to pop it in somewhere and hide the fact that I tore it. And then, of course, we've got all of these cute little pieces that we have here, all separated by tissue paper. It actually feels chalky, like it feels the actual labels and things feel like they've got a little bit of a chalky film on them. So I'm just going to pop those all out. Most of the time we get extras of our labels for stamping and things. That. So Jill says she gets them out as she needs them. I want to be able to do all of these cards. I'm probably not going to do all. I'm going to probably just do one of them, one of each here on the video today. But I want to actually put them all together so that when I do my kit classes, I can have some samples on display so people can come in and choose their kit. So how my kit class is going to work, it's going to be a come and craft with me. You pick your kit and we sit together and we craft. So it's super, it's going to be super fun. I want it to be a stress-free crafting experience. And we're going to be doing it on a Saturday morning. So if you're someone that lives locally to me or someone that can travel and is interested in crafting on a Saturday morning, that will be coming very soon. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get them started before Christmas or whether I'm going to start after Christmas. And these have got, can you look? They've got like a shimmery shine to it. So they are super cute. So we'll pop those in with the Christmas trees as well so that we know that we can go to a Christmas tree pile to get the trees that we need. And then, of course, we've got these white. I'm going to be careful with these because they're tiny and delicate as well. Okay. So just popping them out. Sometimes you just run your finger underneath and it pops them out. The hard part with these type of things is because they've got so many little prongs on them, they get a little bit tangled up and caught. So sometimes just pop your finger in up underneath to get it to let go first. There. And then, of course, we've got some gorgeous, and these are like pearlized. They've got like a pearlized look to them. You may not be seeing it on the video, but they're definitely shimmery and definitely got that pearlized look to them. All right, so we've got all of our bits and pieces out, ready to go. All right. So, as I said, I typically like to just set everything up in little bundles so that when I need to go and get the pieces, I know where they are. So I'll put all my labels together, which they're all there. And then, of course, we've got these white strips. And we also have, they look like, I don't know, they look like pool party to me, like a really pale pool party look. All right. Let's see if we can get a little bit of order happening here. So let's pop those off to the side so they're not taking up too much of the view. All right, so for the first Christmas card, and I'm assuming, let's have a look at these instructions. For this one, it has, okay, I'm assuming it's going to be that. Okay. Trying to work out, the little spots. Do we stamp the little spots? We do stamp the little spots. Okay, now I'm getting it. All right, so I feel like we have, I don't know which card has the top opening. I feel like it's this one. I feel like it's the Joy top opening. Anyway, I should have checked the kit out before I started. Hang on, I have a bit of coffee. Linda's saying they're getting better with the kits. Everything is included, not like when they first came out. Bits were missing, instructions weren't clear. Now it's so much clearer. Linda, you must get the kit. I know, it's so gorgeous, absolutely so gorgeous. So let me see if I can work out what goes what with the cards before we start stamping anything. So we have, I feel like this card base, I feel like it has to be the Joy one, because it has nothing wrapped around it. So I feel like that's the Joy one. So we're going to do that as the Joy one. Which way they go? That way, and that way. Okay, so let's concentrate on, I think that could be the Joy one. So that means we've got to have these little ones for the Joy. That one, and that one. We've got to have the ornaments, 1, 2, and 3. We've got to have 3 of these little pieces. Is it these ones? Yes, that one. Or there's 4, so I'm going to put the whole 4 there. What else have we got? Oh, the little ornaments. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 little ornaments. What else do we have here? We've got the flowers. So we're going to need the 3 dark flowers and the 3 light flowers. Correct. We've got the green pine bows. So we're going to go those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the rest of them? There should be another 2 somewhere. Are they turned over the wrong way? There we go. 1 and 2. Okay, so we've got those. What else does it have here? Oh, some leaves. So we need all of those leaves. That one. That one. So that's 1. That's 2. And 3. Okay. Leaves. I feel like that's it. Okay, so we've got that one. Okay, so this one here is going to be the Merry Christmas with the house. So we're going to do that. We're going to do, it needs a piece of cardstock, which I think it's as big as that. So I think that's it. 1, 2, and 3. It has these, 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. It has these ones. So we've got 2 for each card. That's 1, That's 2, and that's 3. We've got a house for each card. We've got some leaves, some holly leaves, so 2 for each card. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there should be another. There's another one, 6. So we've got holly leaves. We have this as our bit underneath our sentiment. We also have the white ones that have got, oh, actually, no, it must be the blue ones with the flagged ends. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we must have a spare. Okay, so I think I've got everything for that card. Correct, yes. And the last card, which is, we should use most of these. Okay, so the last card we're going to use the trees. We've got the smaller square or rectangle. We've got the green trees. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 green trees. We will have the pink trees. I've got these turned over. So we've got 2 pink trees for each card. So we'll need 1, 2. Oh, I think there's light and dark pink. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's for the 3. We've got light and dark of the green. So we've got light and dark. 1. We've got light and dark. 2. Light and dark. 3. We've got our little reindeers. 3 of those. And we've got these, which there's 2 of those on each card. So I am going to have to hide the one that I've broken, which we will do that somehow. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. We've got the round bauble things. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got some spares of those, obviously. And we have 1, 2, 3 of those. Okay. And we also have the white trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So we've got these as leftovers by the looks. All right. So which one do we want to do first? Tell me which one. Type it in the comments. The left, the middle, or the right. Type it in the comments. Which one do we want to put together first? Left, middle, or right? So just type that in the comments. I'll have a drink of coffee while we're waiting. And also type in, have you started your Christmas crafting yet? Let me know in the comments. Have you started your Christmas crafting yet, or are you about to start? So while we're waiting on that, I'll just do a little bit of a disclaimer. So we've got left, middle, or right is what we're trying to determine what we're going to do. We have a starter kit special this month, people. I'm sure you already know, but we have an awesome starter kit special, and I have had so many people that have joined our Wild Heart Crafters community. And you have 2 choices. You have the $60 kit, which is $235 worth of product, and you only pay $60, or you can get for $169, you can get to choose $344 worth of product. Now, if I was a brand new crafter and someone that was just starting out, I would go for the $169 kit. I physically, because $344 worth of product, you can pack so many things into your kit. If you don't have a cut and emboss machine, you can actually put it in the $169 deal. You can't put it in the $60 deal because the cut and emboss machine is too expensive to put into that. So if you are up for a new cut and emboss machine, oh my God, $169 for a cut and emboss machine is so cheap. So we have the 2 deals. Now, I'm a no pressure team leader. Like, whatever you want to get out of your Stampin' Up is how I want to support you. Now, if you wanted to join and make use of this awesome special, I'm just going to pop my QR code up there on the screen. You can scan that QR code and that goes straight through to my joining page. So if you want to join and be a part of my Wild Heart Crafters community, then you scan my code. You actually have to use the link of the person that you want to sign up with. You don't just go to Stampin' Up and choose join now. You actually go to the demonstrator that you want to join up under. Now, a lot of the times people say to me, do I have to sell? Do I have to hold classes? The answer is no. You can wholly and solely join just to get the discount. So, and most of my team, that's what they do. So you can scan the QR code there on the screen. You can also use a link that's in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, you can actually give me a call and I would be more than happy to help you out and answer any questions that you may have. There is absolutely nothing to be scared of. You will get a discount guaranteed until the end of April 2026. That is amazing. So we have left to right, middle. Okay, so we've got left to right, says Colleen. We've got middle, says, we've got Jill says middle, Bree says middle. We don't have, normally you know the deal, people. We need 5 people to say what we're going to do. We mustn't have enough people on here. Please feel free to share this video with your friends who might want to come and hang out and craft. All right, so I think we're going to go with the middle one, and the middle one was the joy. So let's go with the middle one to start off with and see how we go. All right, so we have this here. So I might do all my stamping ready to go. So we've got that. Now, there was only Lost Lagoon in here. There was only Lost Lagoon in here. And they look like they have used like crumb cake or something. So I'm not quite sure why we have Lost Lagoon. But I'm actually going to stamp with something a little bit different than the Lost Lagoon. I'm going to use the crumb cake because I think the crumb cake will look nicer. So let's grab out our crumb cake ink pad. Let's grab the stamp that says Sending Joy, which is there. And we also have the little ornament, the little bauble stamp as well. So sadly, we don't have these little small, our little small blocks anymore, but I can tell you, I love my small blocks. I really do. All right, so we have our 3 labels that we want to stamp the words Sending Joy. And we want to stamp the Sending Joy down at the bottom of these labels. So I'm going to ink up my Sending Joy. And as I said, I'm doing it in crumb cake. And I'm going to line that up in the middle of that one. And we're just going to go Sending Joy. So we have one. Oh, and that's really inky. And it didn't quite go the way I want it to go. So let's, I need to blot some ink out of this. I've re-inked my crumb cake and it's so inky that it's a little bit too inky. So I'm just going to blot some ink out of this so that it's not so inky when I go to ink up my words. Let's clean that off again and let's see if we can go again. See, we all make bloopers. So none of us are perfect. I just can't believe I'm going to try that on a scrap bit of paper because that's just so inky, that ink pad. Let's try a bit of scrap paper and see how we go. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so there's 2 sides to these things and we have a spare, I think. So I'm just going to ink up. My ink was just a little bit too inky. So let's go. There's 1. There's 2. So if you ever have that problem that your ink pad is a little bit too inky or too juicy, you can just do what I did. Just with a paper towel, just blot a little bit of the ink out of your ink pad. Okay, so we've got that. We then have to do our little baubles. So let's grab those. And they just have the little star in the middle. So we've got 1, we've got 2, and we've got 3. Okay, so we've got those all done. Now on our, oops, daisy, on our piece of white, this one here, we have to stamp some of those little spots. And I think I'm going to do those in my crumb cake as well because they look like gold. It doesn't really, they don't look like, they physically don't look like they have gold on there. I feel like we should have had a crumb cake ink pad. Who agrees? Who has this kit? Who agrees that we should have crumb cake ink pad in this instead of Lost Lagoon? Okay. Actually, I could do the spots in Lost Lagoon. Let's do the spots in Lost Lagoon. Why not? Just to add a little bit more difference in the color. I need to read in the instructions what it says, what we're supposed to have. Let me see what it says we're supposed to have. Basic beige, grey granite, Lost Lagoon, pecan pie. Says it's supposed to be Lost Lagoon in there, but anyway. Okay, so on that, we're going to hang our joy. We need to see where the joy is going to sit so that we can work out where we're going to do this. So we're going to hang our joy there. We're going to put all of the bits and pieces on. So we've got this. It's going to go underneath the joy. That. Oh, they hang down over there a bit. Okay, so that gives me an idea. See how they've got to hang down in the picture? They've got to hang down over that little bit. So that gives me an idea. So now I've got a rough idea. I can line up my 3 in a row and just do my spots by eyeballing where that is. Okay, so the spots are going to go here and here and here and here. Are they spots or are they stars? They look like they're little stars. Here and here. Okay, so we have that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our ornaments on here. So I'm going to use my liquid glue because that's what I like to do. So I'm going to add, or do I want to pop it up with, oh, I'm going to pop it up with little mini dimensionals. We've got minis in here. I've lost my minis lately, so okay. I'm going to grab a mini dimensional and pop one there, pop one there, and we can pop these up, and then we can put our sentiment over the top. So they're going to hang a little bit down over, so pop that there and that there. Okay, with our joy, we're going to pop the joy up as well. Now with the joy, I'm going to use my big dimensionals to pop over the top. And I might use one more in the middle. Oops. Okay. So we have joy in the middle. And then we're going to arrange all of the awesome flowers and things around the top. So we need to have a dark flower and a light flower. And we're just with our glue, we're just going to add a little bit of glue just in the middle of that flower. And then this one's going to straddle that one to create the flower. Okay, so just a little bit like that. Okay, so you've got a gorgeous flower like that. Now, to actually add a little bit of interest to your flower, my suggestion is to definitely definitely with your bone folder, grab your bone folder and just curl the flowers up. Okay, and it just gives the flower a little bit of dimension. You just grab your bone folder and curl the ends of your flower, and then you've got the flower like so. Now, I think what they've actually done is I think they've used the dots that come out of here. I think they've used them in the middle of the flower because, oh, no, they haven't. No, they haven't. We have little dots in here. I didn't see those. So we're going to pop some of those in the middle of the flower when we're finished. All right. So we've got that. We've got our flower that's going to sit there. We have our green little pine bows. One's going to go there. One's going to go there. I love this card. I think it's gorgeous. We've got our little ornament that we stamped, which is here, which is going to go over on there. And then, of course, we've got the little leaves. One's going to go here. And one is going to go here like this. Oh, it's looking so super cute. All right, let's assemble that now. So I just like to use liquid glue to be able to assemble this. So let's just add a little bit of liquid glue on our pine bow, and we'll press that one just down there like that. Let's grab this one, a little bit of liquid glue, and we'll press that one down in here like that. Okay. Our flower, we need to pop our leaves in, and then we're going to pop our flower up over the top. So I'm going to add some glue to my leaves and let one sit in there like that, if it wants to stay there. There. Okay, the other one is going to go here. Then, of course, our flower is going to pop up over the top. So I'm just going to use a regular dimensional for that and pop it up and sit it down as close as I can to that joy. And then, of course, we're going to use a mini dimensional on our ornament, our bauble. And we're going to add that just there like that. Okay, and then, of course, we're going to add our little dots in the middle. Now, I'm not quite sure whether we should be using white or whether we should be using pink. I think we're using white. If I can get the bag of them open. There we go. These are so tiny. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, like so. And then I'm going to close my ink pad so I don't get that all over me. Okay, now we're going to go on here. So with this, I'm going to wrap the twine around the whole card. So I'm going to show you the trick of what I would do with that. I'm going to add a little bit of, now let me see if I can find the end of the twine. We have a bit of sticky tape here. Is that going to give us the end? There we go. Look at that. Isn't that a great idea? Gee, Stampin' Up, well done. We need that more often for things. All right, so I'm going to wrap the twine around here. So I'm going to add a bit of Seal Plus because it's going to get hidden in behind here. So I'm going to pop my twine into the Seal Plus. I'm then going to wrap it around that card front a couple of times. So once, twice, and 3 times. Okay, and then I'm going to stick it back into the Seal Plus. Now, my suggestion would be use a little bit of tear and tape over the top of that to make sure that those ends don't go anywhere. Okay, so that you've got your twine wrapped around, but make sure that your ends don't go anywhere. And then we can pop this piece over the top and we have a gorgeous card. Okay, so let's add some dimensionals on behind that. There, and finished off that dimensional pack. It's probably way more than what we need on top, but it finished off the pack. Okay, so we've got that, and then of course that's going to sit in the middle. How stinking cute is that? And you all know what it needs. Of course, what it needs is a spritz of Wink of Stella. Oh, gorgeous. Look at that. What do you think? This is so me. It's not funny. I was like, this kit is absolutely gorgeous. All right. Should we put the other 2 of those together or no, we won't. We will add all that back there and we'll put that back into the box and we will do them at a later date. At least I've got everything stamped and ready to go. So let's pop all of those. We'll keep those out because we probably need those. Let's pop all of those in where they need to be. There. Okay. Our little stamped ones. Oh, I stamped 4. Why did I stamp 4? I have no idea. All right, those leaves and that and that. Okay, so let's move on to the next card. Will we do the Christmas tree one next or will we do the other one? Type it in the comments. Christmas tree or the other one? Let's put that back in the box. It is a very nice card, isn't it, Linda? I agree. It's gorgeous. Let's put that up there so we can keep looking at how gorgeous it is. I feel like I'm going to do this one. This one's probably my favorite, I feel. So let's put this one over there. Let's put this there. Okay, so let's bring in this. Let's do this. We need one of them. We need one of them. We need that. We need 2 of those. Oops, 1. Need a house. 2. Oh, come apart. 2. We need 2 of these. I think they're the same. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yes. Let's pop all that over there. All right, let's see what we've got to do here. Oh, Linda said Christmas tree, and I'm going for the other one. I'm going for the house one. But anyway, all right. So we have our card base. We're going to fold. We have our layer that's going to go on the front, and it's actually like stitched. Can you see? I don't know whether you can see that, but can you see? It's actually stitched. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You've all said Christmas tree, and I'm going to go the other way. But anyway, all right, so I'm going to go that way. Okay, so we need the little squares. Where did I put those? I had them out. There they are. Need one of those. I forgot that one. We need one of those. I'm going to do the little star in the middle of those. Is there a little star? There is. There's a tiny, tiny little star. Let's do the tiny little star. Now, this is so tiny, you don't want to lose it. Look how little that stamp is. You don't want to lose it. All right, and I'm going to do that in crumb cake. And we're going to stamp that in the middle of that little, look at that. Look how tiny that is. We don't want to lose that stamp. Okay, so we've got that. We have to do Merry Christmas on this one, and then we have to do on this one, we have to do the From Our House to Yours. Now, everyone's going to, when you go to do this, you're going to look at that little piece and you're going to go, how am I going to be able to, have a great time at bingo. Hope you win. Good luck. Better luck than what I had last night. We didn't win. We went to bingo and we didn't win a thing. All right, so From My House to Yours, and I'm going to do that in Lost Lagoon. I still feel like it looks like it should be. Oh no, I'm going to do it. Oh, I want to do it in crumb cake because it just looks like it's in crumb cake. I don't know why, it just does. So when you're going to do these little ones, what I suggest is you need to be standing right above it. You need to get right up above, and my head's probably going to get in the camera, and I do apologize, but you need to get right up above and then stamp down on there. And let's see what that looks like. From Our House to Yours. There we go. We have that. Now, the Merry Christmas is going to be up the top of this one here because this one's going to go over the top of that sentiment strip. So we need to stamp the Merry Christmas right up the very top of that. Let's grab another block. Okay. And there's some gunk on there. Maybe it's on the block. We'll turn it over the other way. There's something on that block. Yuck. Okay, so we're going to ink up and we're going to go right at the very top of this one as much as we possibly can. So Merry Christmas. So we have that. So we have our Merry Christmas, From Our House to Yours. Okay, now it's time to assemble. Oh, no, we have the spots to go, and we did those in our Lost Lagoon. So we'll do them again in a Lost Lagoon. So now this one here is like this. So we're going to be in the middle. Let me get that. We're going to be in the middle with all of this. So let's just pop a few of those things on. We're going to be in the middle with all of this and the house and all of this over here. So I like to do a bit of a dry run. And we're going to have this and this and, of course, some little prongy bits. Okay, so the dry run shows me, oops, I've got glue on my fingers and everything's sticking to them. The dry run shows me that I need to have some dots up here. I also need some dots down here. So that's why I always like to do a bit of a dry run. So we're going to do some dots up here where the house is. So I'm just going to move the house, add some dots just there. And then, of course, where that house is sitting, because the house is going to sit there where the dots are, then we're going to add some dots down the bottom here. So along under here. So we're going to add some dots there and there. And it's also got that tiny little star. You may not be able to notice it, but it's also got that tiny little star right here. So I'm going to do that one in crumb cake. We're going to add that cute little tiny star. And it's going to go just down around there. Okay. Now that's going to give us the spot now to be able to wrap our twine around. So we're going to do similar thing again with the twine. We're actually going to, it's got 3 rows of twine. So we're going to wrap our twine, which is here. So I'm going to use the back side and I'm going to use my Seal Plus. I'm going to add a bit of twine, a bit of Seal Plus in the middle. We're then going to pop our end of our twine into our Seal Plus, and we're going to wrap around once. We're going to space it out a little bit again and wrap around twice. And we're going to space it out a little bit again, and we're going to wrap around a 3rd time. And then we're going to glue that back into our Seal Plus, which I need a little bit more Seal Plus, a little bit lower down. So let's add a bit more. I'm going to add that back into Seal Plus and cut it off. And once again, I would pop a little bit of tear and tape over those ends to make sure that your ends don't come undone. I just like to do that to make sure that they're going to stay there. All right, so we've got that. Now it's just a case of assembling. So we're going to add our Merry Christmas. So we're going to pop that up on dimensionals. Okay, so we've got that's sitting about there. Okay, we've got our From Our Home to Yours. So I'm just going to use some liquid glue for that one. I'm going to add that. Like so. Okay, now around this end of our Merry Christmas, we're going to, I'm going to pop the little house up on dimensionals. So we're going to pop him up in behind here with dimensionals. But we're now going to add all of these cute little embellishments. So we're going to add our little white pieces. And as I said, see, they get hooked up. Okay. So we're going to add one like that. There. Probably could go up a bit further. Oh, wow, I've got glue on my fingers. And one that's going to go over that way. So we're going to go in there like that. Okay. Then we've got our leaves. I actually might pop the leaves up, you know. I think I like the idea of them being popped up. So let's grab a little mini dimensional and we'll pop up those leaves. What are your thoughts on this kit, people? What do you think? Okay. Let me do it under there. That one. And pop this one up. that. Nope. Like, oh, like that. The other, oops. This one here is going to get popped up in there. I'm trying to look at what they've got here. They've got the little pink things, but what is that little bubble thing there? You see, it looks like a bit of a bubble, or is it just, oh no, it's the twine. The twine looks like it's a little bow. Okay, so we're going to add our tag. Tag's going to hang down like this. And then we're going to do a bow that is going to, I'm just going to add a bit of glue under that. Let that stick down there. Our bow is going to go over the top here through that loop. So we can actually, if you wanted to, you could actually tie it through the loop. I'm going to cheat by just tying a bow. So, Cheryl, did you get this kit? Is this the kit that you've ordered? Okay. We're just going to tie a bow. And then with the glue dot, I like to use glue dots for my bows. We can pop it into a glue dot. And then I pull it off with my take a pick tool, and then we can pop the bow over there like that. All right, now we just need to pop our house up. Got a little bit of glue on there. You need to get this kit, Jill. I know, it's gorgeous. A little bit of glue on there. Get rid of that glue. Came off my finger. There we go. If you don't have a glue eraser, you need a glue eraser. We don't keep them anymore. We used to sell them, and it's so sad that we don't sell them anymore. But if you haven't got a glue eraser, you definitely need one. Okay, so let's see if we can pop a dimensional there. I feel like I'm just going to run my scissors up here just to get a thin bit of dimensional there for the roof of the house. Sorry, not for the roof. Yeah, it is for the roof. So let's go here. Oh, I'm so clumsy with my fingers today. Let me see. Yeah, that is going to show. Let's cut that off. Okay, need another tiny, tiny little bit. Go a bit thinner. Tiny bit for the side of the house there. You probably don't have to pop this house up, but I just thought it would look quite cute with it popped up. Oh, look at that. And it's going to sit in there like so. And then that's going to go on our card. So we're going to bring in our card. I'm going to pop that up because I can. You know me. Yeah, I think this kit is just so pretty. It's a real elegant, classic looking kit, I think. If you like the clean and simple cards, this is definitely the kit for you. You're going to get it when you place another order, Linda? Yeah, I know. It is. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's pop that one on there. And, you know, as soon as you spritz it with the Wink of Stella, it totally brings the whole card to life, giving that shimmer and shine. I don't know what's going on here. This got like things. Look at that. Look at the shimmer and shine. Isn't that just super cute? So there you go, card number 2. Like, look at them. Aren't they just gorgeous? All right, let's do the third and final card. Okay. So for the final card, we need one of those. We need one of those. We need one of those. We need one of these pieces. Okay. We need one of those. We need a light tree and a dark tree. We need a big tree, and there's little trees. There's big and little, isn't there? Big and little. Yeah, big and little tree. We need a dark pink tree. We need a light pink tree. We need the green tree. We've got our little reindeer. We need a bauble. We need our pine boughs. Now, let me see if I can do the one that I tore. Let me see if I can. I'm going to put it there. So I'm going to see if I can use it. There's that bit and that bit of it. So let's see if we can use it somehow. And that bit. Okay. So we've got that. We've got the bauble. We've got the strip. I think we've got everything. Yep. So let's pop all of that back into the kit box. Okay, let's do card number 3. So we have our base that we can fold in half and pop over to the side. Let me score that. I'll burnish that with my bone folder. Okay, so we've got that. We've got this piece here. Now, it's got a whole heap of little, like little stars and things around. So I'm going to just stamp all that on the background. And they have it that the stars sort of go up the top here towards that, because that's where the tall Christmas tree is going to be. And then they've just randomly stamped them around on that layer. So let's just do that. And I think that's quite. Oh, I missed the I missed the pink little things on our second card. I need to do that. I missed them. We need to put them on. They are at the bottom. I was wondering why it looked a bit funny there on the bottom of the Merry Christmas, because we're supposed to have these here. 1, 2, and 3. That looks better. So much better. There. We were supposed to have those on there. I forgot them. But anyway, we've got it done now. Let's pop them back up there. Okay, so we've got that happening. So we're going to arrange these. Oh, what else have we got to stamp? All is calm, all is bright. So let's clean that one off, and we'll grab. Oh, no, I've got another block here. Let's just grab another block. All is calm, all is bright. That one. Okay, and it's going to be on this little white piece that we have here. So now, do I want to, I think I'm going to do it in crumb cake again, because it looks like crumb cake to me. Okay, so let's do that. All is calm, all is bright. There. No, we were supposed to, sorry, I did that wrong. We were supposed to do it right up towards the end. So let's do that. I just noticed, see here on this, we've got our reindeer over the top. So we need it to go right up to the left-hand side. So I did that wrong. So we need to do that over there. Lucky there's 2 sides. All is calm, all is bright. Now on our little bauble, we're going to use the tiny little, it's like a little snowflake. Now we've got little Christmas trees and stuff. Maybe I've missed some things. There's cute little Christmas trees and things, but I don't know where they've stamped them. Anyway, because we've got Christmas trees and little buildings and things, but maybe we can do that for the insides if we wanted to. Let's grab a small block for this one. And this is tiny again. We're going to ink up and we're going to pop that in the middle of our bauble. So we have that. Okay, now we are ready to assemble. All right, so I think the large tree, looks like the large tree, let's arrange this. Looks like the large tree goes here. Bright pink tree goes here. The light, I think it's pool party, goes here. The other little white tree, so the little one, goes here. The pale pink one goes here. And the darker green one, or pool party one, goes here. Then, of course, our sentiment goes across the top. And then we're going to do our little sprigs, our little ornament, and then our little reindeer on top as well. So let's start assembling those. So first of all, I'm going to, the little clear white ones, I think I'm going to glue down. So let's spread this out that it's going to be where we want it to be. So I think I'm going to glue these two down. I'm going to pop this one up. I'm going to pop this one up. I'm going to pop this one up. I'm going to pop that one up, and I'm probably going to glue that one down. So just to get a little bit of dimension to the card. All right. So I'm going to pop the little light one up first. What did I do with, there they are. Let's just pop that one up first. I'm going to start from one end. That and that. Okay. Let's go here like that. Okay. I'm then going to glue that one down. No, I'm going to pop it up last. I'm going to pop this pink one up. It's going to sit a little bit higher than the green one. A little bit higher and popped up. And then that one's going to go in. No, I am going to have to put this one in first. So let's do that. We'll glue it down. Let's glue it down there like that. And this one's going to pop up a little bit higher up over that one. We've got that. Actually, it probably can come over a little bit further. Oh. Just a little bit further. Okay, got that happening. Don't know what's going on there, but we'll add a bit of glue to that. Oh. I got a big double glue that I don't want to happen. Okay, there. It will glue there in a minute. All right, so I've got that. Now I want to pop up the big tree in the middle. So let's add some dimensionals onto that. And the other little white tree is going to sit in behind. So I think I'm actually going to adhere the white tree in under as I go to put that in. So let's get some glue on our white tree. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then this tree is going to pop down here. So let's go there. Let's go here with that. Okay, the pink tree is going to pop up, and I'm going to glue that one down. So I'm probably going to add some glue onto that one. So we've got it glued, ready to go. That, sit it there. Get our dimensionals on our pink one. And a small one at the top. Okay. Let's add this one here. And this one over the top. There. Okay, so we've got that. Then, of course, this is going to go over here, like so. So I'm just going to glue that in the spots where I need to. There, 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 and there. And we will add that just in there like that. Okay, so we've got it straight. Have we got it straight? Looks like it. Looks like it is. Okay. We need our little deer. Deer is going to go on here, like so. Whoops. Okay. Now we're going to do those pine bows, and I dropped my bit that was, where's my bit that there is the torn off bit. The torn off bit can go up in under here because it's going to go in under there. So I'm going to do the torn off bit. I'm not even going to worry about the bit that I've torn off. We will just let it not be on there. So let's just go there like that. This one, I don't know what's going on with my glue this morning, but it's coming out in a huge amount. Okay, so that one is going to go here like that. Okay, we've got our little ornament. And we're going to pop it up onto dimensional. And it's going to come down here at an angle like that. And then we're going to tie a little bow with our twine. I've lost most of you with doing this kit today. We're down to only 15 people watching. Is anyone still there? Okay, I'm going to use a glue dot. Put it on there. And pick it up, and we will pop it right there. So it looks like a little bow. We probably can go smaller with that. No, we're just going to go with it the way it is. We're just going to go with it the way it is. All right. And then, of course, that's going to get popped up onto our card with some dimensionals. You're enjoying watching, Cheryl. I'm glad, because I feel like everyone's defected me there this morning and they're all left. I'm actually enjoying putting this kit together. I think it's absolutely stunning. And I'm taking my time as well. You know, like I'm not into rushing through the kits. Like the idea of the kits is to be relaxing and easy, and yeah, it's been super fun. So we're going to add that onto our card like that. We are then going to, they've got some embellishments that we can pop on as well. So we're going to do the little white embellishments, and they've got them randomly just around. They've actually only got 2, I think. Yeah, I think there's only 2. So let's do that. Okay, so they got 1 up here and 1 just down here. I feel like I want to use 3. So I'm just going to randomly place 1 here as well. All right, and then of course a spritzing of Wink of Stella. So let's grab out our Wink again, and we will spritz away. Oh, honestly, I am so in love with this kit. It is stunning. It is, honestly, I feel like it's the nicest kit that we have had in all time. Look at those gorgeous, you've gone quiet for a change. But look at those gorgeous cards that this kit has created. So, and there you go. There's the photos, but the photos don't do them justice. Look at how gorgeous they are. Absolutely a gorgeous kit. I can't explain how gorgeous they are. Like, and then of course when you've got the lovely envelopes for them as well, how beautiful is that? And look at the gorgeous the spotty bits in the envelopes. So we've got that one, and you make 3 of each of these cards. So you've got that one, and of course this one here. Stunning cards. Like, honestly, gorgeous cards. So there you have the Calm and Bright kit that we have. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. I know it's a little bit different to my normal 12 days of Christmas crafting, but I just wanted to show you a gorgeous kit that we have, because these things for Christmas, if you are struggling for creativity, if you're struggling for designing, grab a kit. You will have 9 gorgeous cards to be able to hand out to your loved ones. So I don't know, which one do you think is your favorite? Like, type it in the comments. Which one do you think is your favorite? Is the joy one your favorite? Is the house one your favorite? Or is the Christmas tree one your favorite? So which one do you think is your favorite out of all 3 cards? Let's hold them up. Gorgeous cards, must say. Thanks for hanging out with me. As I said, I won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live again on Friday morning with the last final day of our 12 days of Christmas. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting with me. And as I said, if you haven't put this Calm and Bright kit into your shopping basket, I have the link in the description down below. If you wanted to purchase your kit, you can go ahead and use that link, and it will take you straight through to my store, and you will be able to purchase the kit. For anyone that purchases $150 or more during my 12 days of Christmas, so you've only got until Friday, if you purchase $150 or more, you will be getting a mystery box from me. So you will get some really nice, awesome crafty goodness out of my craft studio. So thank you very much to all of those that have already ordered to get your beautiful mystery box surprises, and they will be coming out to you not next week but the week after, because I'm away next week. Thanks everyone, have a great day. I will see you